Now let us start with the next topic, that is double column cash book. Before starting the double column cash book, basically the numerical part, I would like to explain you why do we call it as a double column cash book and what extra thing is there in that. Okay. See, double column cash book first of all means that apart from having a cash column, there is one more column, that is bank, on both the sides. One on debit and one on the credit side. It means now earlier in the earlier questions we were having only one column, that is cash column. Now it's cash and bank, both the columns will be there. Now the transactions of the cash will be recorded in the cash column, transactions of the bank will be recorded in the bank column. Now I would like to tell you that which bank column I am talking about here. See, every company has its account in the bank, as you know this thing very well. If a business, if you are running a business, then you know that you are different from your business, that you know very well. As you have an account in the bank, similarly your business will also have an account in a bank. It could be HDFC, SBI, PNB, anywhere. Like just like you have an account in the bank, same way your business also has an account in the bank. Now suppose you have issued a check to somebody. Issued means you have given a check to somebody. Let's say my business has given a check to Ram. Fine. Then this is not a cash transaction because I have not given cash to Ram, I have issued a check to Ram. So in this case, if I am making only one column in the cash book, that is cash column, then I can't record this transaction. In that case, recording of this transaction in the cash book is not possible. Now what to do? If I am issuing a check to somebody, oh, it's okay that Ram will take that check to the bank and will take the payment. My bank will come to know, no doubt. But I should also have a record somewhere, no? So that's why I added one more column here, that is bank column. Now listen to a short story. Suppose I have issued a check to Ram. Then I will enter this transaction in my books in the bank column, and my bank doesn't know about it yet. My bank will come to know only when Ram will present this check to my bank. Okay, my bank is HDFC. I have, my means my business. My business has an account with HDFC. Business has given one HDFC check to the Ram. I have issued the check, so I have record this transaction in this bank column. मैंने अपनी बुक्स में एक बैंक कॉलम बनाया और उस बैंक कॉलम में इस बैंक की इस ट्रांजैक्शन को रिकॉर्ड किया. But I have recorded, no, my bank doesn't know about it. Now after 2 days, 3 days, or even on the same day, whenever Ram will go to the bank and will give this check to the bank, only then my bank will come to know about it. Okay, तो इट मीन्स बैंक तो नो डाउट रिकॉर्डिंग करता है. जिस बैंक में आपके बिजनेस का अकाउंट होगा, दैट बैंक नो डाउट इज रिकॉर्डिंग द ट्रांजैक्शंस, बट यू शुड ऑल्सो हैव अ रिकॉर्ड ऑफ द सेम. That's why in the cash book you have made one additional column. Earlier you were having only one column, that is cash. Now you have added one more column, that is bank. Now it means that this bank column represents all the banking transactions which your business has done. Banking transactions means like you have received a check, you have issued a check. Such kind of transactions will be recorded in the bank column, and other cash transactions will be recorded in the cash column. Here cash is an asset. That's why the rule of real account will be applicable, that whenever cash will come into the business, you have to record it on the debit side, and whenever cash will go out of the business, you have to record it on the credit side. But in case of bank, here this bank doesn't mean bank balance. Here bank means the name of the bank in which you have opened your account. आपका अकाउंट बैंक तो मेंटेन कर रहा है अपने पास, लेकिन आपको भी अपने पास एक बैंक कॉलम बनाना पड़ेगा, so that if you issue check to somebody, you can't remember it. You need to keep a note of that. That's why you are making one bank column here. Here this bank means the name of the bank in which your business has an account. It means that this bank becomes artificial personal account. So here the rule of personal accounts will be applicable, that is debit the receiver and credit the giver. So I hope till this point at least, things are clear to you. Cash book having bank column means that some banking transactions are there which your bank is recording, but you should also record it. For example, I can give you one more example. Suppose one of your customer has directly deposited the money in your bank, means your HDFC बैंक, उन्होंने directly वहाँ money deposit की. Fine. Now as cash flow is not coming into the business, obviously you will not record the transaction in the cash column because इस transaction से business में cash नहीं आया. Money has gone but in the bank account. But you should have a record of this or not. The money has come in your bank account, no doubt your bank has recorded this transaction, but you should also have a note of that. So all the banking transactions will be recorded in the bank column. That's why we call this transaction, or we call this cash book as double column cash book having two columns, that is cash and bank. Here cash basically indicates like here in this cash you have to, like in this column you have to record those transactions which are recorded, like which is related to cash, like you have paid cash to somebody, you have received cash from Mohan, you have paid cash to Sohan, you have received interest, you have paid rent, cash transactions, you have purchased goods for cash, cash transactions, you have received, or you have like you received cash because you have sold goods for cash, so this is also a cash transaction. But apart from cash, sometimes a business does some kind of banking transactions also. So if only bank is maintaining an account for us, or only bank is recording that, it's not fair. We also have to record the transactions in our book also. That's why we have made one addition here, that apart from cash we have drawn one more column, that is bank column. Now how questions will come to you. 1 month's transactions will be given to you, just like we did in the previous video. No? 1 month's transactions will be given to you. Out of those transactions, the transactions which are related to cash will be in the cash column, transactions which are related to bank will be in the bank column. That way you have to pass it. But some important transactions, or you may say different transactions, I'm going to discuss with you. First is opening balance. Now see, bank and cash both have a debit balance. Why? Because cash is an asset and assets are having debit balances, that you already know. We discussed in the previous video. But in case of bank is also just like we are depositing money into the bank, no? So obviously bank has also become a kind of asset for us, because anytime we can take money from the bank. But here rules will be different. Here debit what comes in and credit what goes out. This rule will be applicable. And in case of bank, debit the receiver and credit the giver. This rule will be applicable. Fine. It means that whenever money will be deposited into the bank, तो बैंक रिसीवर बन जाएगा, तो डेबिट कर दीजिए. मीन्स जब भी आपके बैंक अकाउंट में मनी जाएगी आपको डेबिट करना है, बिकॉज बैंक बिकम्स द रिसीवर. वहाँ से बैंक तो डेबिट करेगा. HDFC बैंक जो आपका बैंक है, नो डाउट दैट बैंक विल गो विल रिकॉर्ड दिस ट्रांजेक्शन, बट यू ऑल्सो हैव टू रिकॉर्ड. Bank is no doubt maintaining, you also have to maintain it. So whenever money will go into your bank account, HDFC bank will maintain a record, and you also will maintain a record on the debit side. Similarly, whenever you take out money from your bank account, HDFC bank will make a note, but you also will make a note. Now when you will take out money from your bank will become the giver. So if debit the receiver, credit will be the giver. Similarly, if money will come, or if cash will come into the business, on the debit side, if cash will go out of the business, on the credit side. Whenever money will come into the bank account, bank will become the receiver on the debit side. Whenever money will go out of the bank, if bank will become the giver, it will be on the credit side. So it means both they have a debit balances. So if opening balance is given to you, opening balance means last month's closing balance becomes this month's opening balance. Last month's क्लोजिंग बैलेंस ऑफ कैश का मीनिंग मैंने आपको बताया था. लास्ट मंथ्स क्लोजिंग बैलेंस ऑफ कैश मीन्स द कैश इन हैंड विच इज लेफ्ट विद यू. पूरे मंथ जितना कैश आया, और पूरे मंथ उस जितने कैश आपके पास आया और जितना आपने स्पेंड किया, वॉट एवर इज लेफ्ट, दैट इज कैश इन हैंड. सो लास्ट मंथ्स क्लोजिंग बैलेंस बिकम्स दिस मंथ्स opening balance. Similarly, bank will also have a opening balance. But one thing you need to write here, you need to make a note. Just keep a pen or pencil with you and note down this thing. A cash book, or you may say a cash column, will always and always have a debit balance. You know the meaning of this word. If I am saying that cash has a debit balance, please make a note. If I am saying cash has a debit balance, it means that debit side of cash is greater than the credit side, which means that we are receiving more cash and we are spending less cash. Debit side can be equal to credit side also, means जितना कैश आया आपने उतना ही कैश स्पेंड किया. But credit side can never be greater than debit side. I told you this thing. Credit side can never be greater than debit side because you can't spend more than what you have. जितना कैश आपके पास है आप उससे ज़्यादा तो स्पेंड नहीं कर सकते. डेबिट साइड शोज जितना कैश आया एंड क्रेडिट साइड शोज जितना कैश गया. अब जितना कैश आपके पास है आप उससे ज़्यादा स्पेंड नहीं कर सकते, राइट? दैट्स व्हाई इन केस ऑफ कैश क्रेडिट बैलेंस विल नेवर कम. डेबिट बैलेंस का मीनिंग है दैट डेबिट साइड ऑफ कैश इज ग्रेटर, सो वी आर राइटिंग द बैलेंसिंग फिगर ऑन द क्रेडिट साइड. इन द प्रीवियस वीडियो ऑल्सो यू माइट हैव सीन दिस थिंग. Debit side was greater than the credit side. Then to make both the sides equal, I wrote some amount on the credit side, which means that debit side is greater, so cash book is having a debit balance. If credit side is greater, then cash book will have a credit balance. But credit side of cash can never be greater because credit side of cash shows payments and you can't pay more than what you have. That's why in case of cash, credit balance of cash will never come. Debit balance of cash means debit side was greater than the credit side. Receipt side was greater than the payment side. Receipts are more, payments are less, तो जो बचा वो cash in hand है. Receipt side can be equal to payment side also, means जितना cash आया उतना ही आपने spend कर दिया, nothing is left. But credit side of cash can never be greater than the debit side because you can't spend more than what you have. Simple. But in case of bank, ऐसा हो सकता है कि आपका credit side आपकी debit side से ज़्यादा आ जाए. If I am saying debit side of bank represents the money which has come into the bank, credit side of bank represents the money which has gone out of your bank account. Debit side of bank shows the money which has come into your bank account. Credit side of bank shows the money which has gone out of your bank account. Fine. तो डेबिट साइड शोज जितना पैसा आया बैंक में, क्रेडिट साइड शोज जितना पैसा गया बैंक से. नाउ इन दिस केस क्रेडिट साइड कैन बी ग्रेटर, मीन्स आपके अकाउंट में जितना मनी है आप उससे ज़्यादा भी विड्रॉ कर सकते हो. व्हेन only when will give like the bank will give you overdraft facility. You might have heard this term when we were doing that chapter, basic accounting terms. बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट मीन्स जितना मनी आपके बैंक में है जब आपने उससे ज़्यादा विड्रॉ किया. इफ़ आई एम राइटिंग 10,000 ऑन द डेबिट साइड, इट मीन्स बैंक में 10,000 है. If I have written 12,000 on the credit side, means you had only rupees 10,000 in the bank, but you have withdrawn rupees 12,000. So this extra 2,000 is bank overdraft. So when will this be possible? Only when the bank will give you such facility. It means that in case of bank, the opening balance can be either debit or credit. But in case of cash, the opening balance will always and always be debit because जितना cash आपके पास है आप उससे ज़्यादा spend नहीं कर सकते. So this is about the concept of opening balance. Opening balance means last month's closing balance. Last month's closing balance of cash shows this much cash was left last month after subtracting all the expenses out of all the receipts. Fine. But in case of bank, the opening balance can be debit as well as credit. Next is the concept of contra entries. You know the meaning of this word contra entries. Contra entries means the transaction or the entry in which the word bank and the word cash both are there at the same time. Means either bank is debited, cash is credited, or cash is debited, bank is credited. So if cash and bank, both the transactions are involved, then such transactions are known as contra entries. Now see how to post them. Posting is very important. First transaction is cash deposited into bank. If you have deposited cash into the bank, it means bank becomes the receiver. आपने बिजनेस के कैश को बैंक में डिपॉजिट किया. द मीनिंग ऑफ ट्रांजेक्शन इज दिस, that the cash which is there lying in the business, the cash lying in the business, you have deposited that cash into the bank. It means bank account will be debited because bank becomes the receiver and debit the receiver and cash goes out. As I told you that in case of cash, we will use the rule debit what comes in, credit what goes out, and in case of bank we are going to use the rule debit the receiver, credit the giver. So entry will be bank account debited to cash account. Now see, I am making both the columns here. I am making cash column also, bank column also. See, cash is also there, bank is also there, and in this transaction both cash and bank are there. It means that we have to record both the aspects here. It means we have to record the entry from the point of view of cash as well as from the point of view of bank. Now first of all, check the debit side. Debit side, bank is debited. This column is debited. So we will write here 2. Bank is debited because of cash. So I will write cash but in bank column because bank account is debited. In the same entry, cash is credited. So entry will write on the credit side, but cash is credited because of bank. So I'll write here by bank amount in cash. I hope this thing is clear. I repeat it. Bank account debited to cash. First of all, check which account is debited, which column is debited, bank is debited, this column is debited. It means amount will be entered in this column. Here cash is credited, so amount will be written in the cash column. Bank is debited because of cash, so I have written to cash but amount in bank column. Here cash is credited because of bank, so I have written by bank amount in cash column. Next transaction is cash withdrawn from the bank. If it is cash withdrawn from the bank, entry will be cash account debited to bank. आपने बैंक से कैश विड्रॉ किया, आपके पास कैश आया, डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन and bank becomes the giver, so credit the giver. So that way what's going to be the entry? See how we are going to post it. Check first of all debit क्या और write the amount also. Check which account is debited here. Cash is debited, cash debited. Cash is debited means 2. Cash is debited with 7,000. Write here 7,000. Cash is debited because of bank, so write here to bank. This line means that 7,000 of rupees has come into the business and this money has come from bank. Now bank is credited, entry will be on the credit side. Credited with rupees 7,000, credited because of cash account, so by cash, which means that 7,000 rupees cash has gone or 7,000 rupees has gone out of your bank account. I hope the posting of contra entry is clear to you. Now come to the next. See, sometimes we receive cash, so we that time we record the entry in the cash column, fine, but sometimes we receive check also. Like if I give check to somebody, then it may also happen that I receive check from somebody. And if you remember the banking transactions, that video of journal which I posted, I told you that if you receive check from somebody, there becomes 2 cases. That check received is deposited on the same day or check received is deposited into the bank on some other day. If suppose I means my business have received a check from Mohan, then obviously I am going to bank to give this check to my bank. so that bank can enter the amount in my bank account. ये तो होगा. If I receive a check, अगर मुझे किसी से चेक मिलेगा तो मैं obviously उस चेक को अपने बैंक में डिपॉजिट करूँगी. My bank will come to know when I am going to deposit that check into the bank. My bank will increase my bank balance also, because मुझे किसी से चेक मिलने का मीनिंग क्या है, that I have got money, no, so my bank will increase my bank balance. ये सब तो होगा, but I should also keep a note of that or not. If my bank is making a record, I should also have a record. So if I have received a check from somebody and I have deposited that check into the bank on the same day, then what entry I am going to pass? I pass the entry, in place of check I'll write the word bank. My bank will become the receiver because I have received the check and deposited that check into the bank on the same day. And who is the giver? Let's say Mohan is the giver, so I'll write Mohan's name. And then how I'm going to post it? Bank account is debited in that entry, so I'll write on the debit side. Fine. And bank account is debited because of Mohan, so I'll simply write here to Mohan and amount in bank column. Now it may also happen that Mohan has given the check to me today, but I have not deposited that check into the bank today. I have deposited that check into the bank next day. So what I am going to do? If today I have received that check, then what entry I will pass? Checks in hand debited to Mohan. Mohan ने दिया checks in hand. Now this check I have deposited into the bank on the next day. तो जिस दिन भी आप डिपॉजिट करेंगे, that day what entry you are going to pass? Bank will become the receiver to checks in hand. Please have a look on both the entries. We have already discussed these entries in the chapter journal. If you are receiving the check from the bank, you will write checks in hand to Mohan. Why checks in hand? Because ये check अभी आपके पास है, आपने बैंक में डिपॉजिट नहीं किया. The day you are going to deposit this check into the bank, the entry will be bank account debited to checks in hand. So I hope this point is clear. Now see, first entry is checks in hand to Mohan. Are we making checks in hand or Mohan's column here? No. It means that this entry will not be recorded in the cash book. Then where this entry will be recorded? Now remember, in the chapter ledger and in the chapter special purpose subsidiary books, I told you, no, cash transactions in cash book, transaction of credit sales in sales book, transaction of credit purchase in purchase book, transaction of sale return in sale return book, transactions of purchase return in purchase return book. तो अब इनके बाद जो ट्रांजेक्शन इन पांचों बुक्स में से कहीं नहीं आएगी, वो कहाँ जाती थी? जर्नल प्रॉपर. इट मीन्स दैट दिस एंट्री checks in hand to Mohan will be recorded in journal proper book. But next entry, bank account debited to checks in hand. Out of these two, you can see we are making here bank column. So this transaction will be entered in the bank column here. I hope this point is clear. Now suppose I have received a check. Suppose यही क्वेश्चन लेते हैं, ठीक है. चेक्स इन हैंड टू मोहन, मोहन से आपको चेक मिला. नेक्स्ट डे आपने बैंक चेक को बैंक में डिपॉजिट किया, आपने एंट्री पास की, बैंक को चेक्स इन हैंड. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड? दैट बैंक हैज डिसऑनर्ड योर चेक. Dishonor of the check means the bank has cancelled the check. Cancelling of the check means that bank has refused to enter the amount which Mohan has given in your bank account. If Mohan has given you a check of rupees 5,000, but then, and like suppose if the bank has dishonored this check, then what will happen? If the bank has dishonored this check, means that the bank has refused to add this money in your bank account. Bank ने बोला I can't deposit this 5,000 in your bank account. Why? There could be multiple reasons, and we have already discussed those reasons in the previous videos. That suppose the amount is wrong, date is wrong, sign is wrong, sign is not matched. Fine. So because of such reasons, the check gets dishonored. And what entry you are going to pass? See. If I talk about this entry, कि आपको check मिला and same day you have deposited that check into the bank, then you will pass the entry bank to Mohan. Suppose in this case, if the bank has dishonored the check, then what entry will you pass? You will reverse this entry. Entry will be Mohan account debited to bank account. If check has been received from Mohan, deposited into the bank on the same day, entry is bank to Mohan. If that check has been dishonored by the bank, entry will be Mohan to bank. In this case also, it's very easy if you can compare. Checks in hand to Mohan. You have received check from Mohan, deposited into the not deposited into the bank on the same day. तो आपने लिखा checks in hand to Mohan. Suppose you are going to deposit this check into the bank on the next day, then you will pass the entry bank to checks in hand. अब आप ध्यान से देखिए. First entry में checks in hand debit है. Next entry में checks in hand credit है. यानी कि checks in hand का अकाउंट तो ऑटोमेटिकली क्लोज हो चुका है. In one entry, checks in hand is debited. In the next entry, checks in hand is credited. So this account is already cancelled, closed. So अब entry क्या रह गई आपकी? अब entry सेम नहीं रह चुकी. अगर मैं दोनों एंट्री में से इन चेक्स इन हैंड को कैंसिल कर दूं तो बचता क्या है? बैंक और मोहन, जिसमें से बैंक डेबिट है, मोहन क्रेडिट है. It means in this case also, if the check gets dishonored, then also the entry will remain the same, that is Mohan's account debited to bank account. I repeat what I said. See, if you have received a check, तो आप entry pass करेंगे checks in hand to X, let's say X name of any person. If next day you are depositing this check into the bank, then entry will be bank to checks in hand. यानी कि checks in hand debit, checks in hand credit. This is to cancel. So now what debit and what credit is left? What is left then? Bank is debited and X is credited. And now if the same check gets dishonored, then we are going to reverse the entry, that is X debited to bank. So I hope this point is clear to you all. Just have a look on this. One more transaction is left that I am going to discuss now. Let's discuss the leftover transactions. First is endorsement of a check. Endorsement. Endorsement means you receive a check from a person and you are giving the same check to some other person instead of depositing in your own bank account. Let me put it simply. Let's say I have received a check from Mohan. I, means my business, have received a check from Mohan and I have not deposited that check into the bank. So what I am going to do? I am going to pass the entry checks in hand to Mohan. Now this check I have received from Mohan, not deposited into the bank. I am giving the same check to some other person, that is Shyam. Let's say I am giving that check to him, the same check to him. So what entry I am going to pass? That case, Shyam will become the receiver and two checks in hand. Why? Shyam becomes the receiver and checks in hand goes out. Now have a look on both the entries. We can't record both the entries in the cash book. Why? Because neither we are making the column of checks in hand, nor Shyam's nor Mohan's. We are making column of your cash in bank, and in both the entries neither cash is debited or credited, neither bank is debited or credited. So such entries will not be recorded in the cash book. Same thing, such entries will be recorded in some other book, that is journal proper. Next point now. Next is interest allowed by bank. Interest allowed by bank means bank has given you the interest. Now just use your mind. When bank gives you the interest, where will that interest goes? वो interest कहाँ जाता है? That interest directly goes to your bank account. Fine. Whenever bank gives you the interest, that interest directly goes to your bank account. If you ever get time, just check your cash book. Just check the passbook which you have. Passbook is generally the book which is issued by the bank. Whenever you open account with the bank, you get a passbook from there. In that passbook, all the transactions are mentioned. जब आप बैंक जाते हो, आप एंट्री करवाते हो, all the transactions like automatically comes in that book, no? So suppose if bank is giving interest to you, तो बैंक आपके घर थोड़ी आएगा आपको interest देने के लिए. What bank will do? Bank generally will give that interest or will deposit that interest in your bank account. It means your bank account will become the receiver. So you are going to debit the bank account. And why are you debiting the bank account? Because bank has given you the interest. I hope this point is clear. Whenever bank allowed interest allowed by bank means bank has given interest to you. So where that interest will go? That interest will be deposited in your bank account. So your bank will become the receiver. So entry becomes bank to interest. Same way, interest charged by the bank. Interest charged by the bank means suppose you have taken loan from the bank, then obviously you have to pay interest to the bank. Interest charged by bank means now bank is asking for the interest from you. Bank आपसे interest लेगा. कैसे लेगा? आपके घर थोड़ी आएगा आपसे interest लेने के लिए. What bank will do? Bank will take out money from your account. So it means you have to pay this interest. That becomes an expense for you. Money will go from your bank account. Your bank account will become the giver. So credit the giver. So entry will be interest account debited to bank account. Check both the transactions. So I hope all the entries are clear to you now. All the concepts are clear to you now. Now only we can start with the practical questions. So keep practicing, keep doing. Thank you.